high in the mountains of Colombia, there's a place where you can see paragliders flying gently over a canopy of trees each and every day. The wings leap into the sky from a field that you can't participate on until you've mastered the craft. Each pilot a protege of an expert instructor, and there are many instructors. And each one of those were taught by a single man. This man is a legend, a man whose charisma is magnetic. He's an evangelist for the sport, and you will always find him wearing an inviting smile. This man has been teaching students and instructors to fly for over 30 years. He's now retired from teaching, but he has given me the unbelievable honor of being his very last student. This man is Ruben Montoya Vargas, who everyone affectionately calls RubenFly. If you've been watching my channel for any time now, you know that I've been flying paramotors for a few years, and I have logged hundreds of hours under the canopy. But I always felt that in order to be a better pilot, I needed to lose the motor and focus more on the wing, which means learning how to paraglide. And learning how to paraglide from Ruben is an experience in and of itself. He doesn't care how many hours you have under the canopy. He's still going to make you go from the bunny hill. He's still going to teach you the basics of the wing and how to kite a wing and how to hold it up and how to run into the sky. And you're also not going to find any modern conveniences. The bunny hills that he'll take you on are nothing more than cow pastures that you have to walk up and down and up and down. There's no golf carts here. There's not even a windsock. He usually uses a roll of toilet paper, which I typically would use as a target. Now, Ruben is rarely seen without his own protege, a guy they call H. H is the letter H in Spanish, and it doesn't have a sound. And this man personifies that name to a T. He won't tell you much about himself or his experiences or adventures, but Ruben will tell you about them. In fact, Ruben told me a time when H and a passenger got sucked up into a cloud at 6,400 meters for 20 minutes. That's over 20,000 feet. I asked Ache about this, and he gave me a rare 3 words. He said, "It was cold." And as the hills became larger, the walks turned into hikes, and they became steeper and longer and longer. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. During the walk, you were able to reflect on the flight. You were able to take the little pieces of advice that Ruben would give you at just the right moment, letting you know that he is a true pioneer of this sport. The walk up the hill made the flight down even better. And, as a bonus, I lost a few pounds along the way. After a day of hiking, I'd head back to the city of Medellin, a city full of life and sparkle, a city full of poverty, a city full of excess, a city where dancing is a way of life and parties and parties and parties every night. A city that never sleeps, and it's full of people that are always willing to give you a helping hand and a smile. As dawn would break, life would return to normal again. But I needed a bit more tranquility. So I decided to head up the mountain, and I got a house next to the paragliding field where I could look out my window and watch the paragliders all day long. I also set up a shop there where we could make the lighted propellers. But I still had an itching to put a motor on my back. And so did Ruben. And so we headed out to the Caribbean, where we took a long flight from Barranquilla to Cartagena, approximately 125 kilometers of pure paramotor joy. Now, just because Ruben has stopped teaching does not mean Ruben has stopped flying. In fact, Ruben now does paramotor tours through the Colombian Caribbean. And if you'd like to be a part of one of these tours, well, just direct message me on Instagram or shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to get you in touch with Ruben. As far as where those tours go, well, that's the story of another video.